Hello, I am Emily, and I am here to show you some shoulder stretches. Some of the most common stretches I give out after a massage, typically to help the pectoral muscles as well as the rhomboids. But we have this shoulder structure that a lot of times we can't get back to certain muscles. So doing some stretching and strength training together really help, especially if there's frozen shoulder, if we have any impingement, maybe something locked up in the shoulder that we just can't seem to get worked out. I know a lot of people like to use the corner of a doorway and kind of lean back into it to get that space between the shoulder blade and the spine. But I'm going to show you some warm-up techniques that will help to get the movement in the shoulders, get some flexibility going on. And it is one that I recommend you can do on your desk. You can do it on the countertop. You can kind of do it anywhere. It doesn't always have to be on the floor, but it's a scapular push-up. So we want to have, you can even actually do this one on a wall, but you want to have your palm directly below your shoulder. And whether you are doing standing or kneeling, we want this openness to the front of the chest, and we're going to sink down, bringing our chest closer to the ground or the counter, and then we're pushing up and through. So we're bringing the shoulders down and then pushing up through the shoulders. And doing this enough times so that we can feel a little bit of movement and warmth in all of the muscles of the shoulders. Maybe even to the point of where we feel a little shaky. And that will help increase that mobility of bringing the shoulder forward and back. We can also do this with resistance bands, but then we're kind of starting to get more into the lats and the back muscles. Another way to kind of do a passive movement, if you have pillows, or right now I'm using a meditation cushion, you can even use the blocks for this one. And I'll kind of demonstrate the concept and the idea. We want to allow the chest to open and expand. So typically I will try and get the bottom of the cushion toward the bottom of the rib cage. If you need a little bit more neck support, you are always welcome to bring another pillow in. But we want to allow that chest to open. So this would be more of a restorative pose, but at the end of the day, when we are hunched at the desk or over the work that we do, we want to allow this pectoral muscles to open up and the rib cage to flex. And just allowing this for 2 to 5 minutes a day will help increase the stretch ability, the mobility in the pectoral muscles, give the rhomboids and the back muscles a chance to relax in their natural state. Because when we spend the day hunched over, it overstretches the back muscles and then it starts to constrict the front muscles, and we start to kind of get that hunchback look. And by allowing our back to unwind in this space, it helps to undo all of that, increasing the blood flow to the opposite portion of the muscles. And then just coming back to your breath. If you start to feel your fingers or your hands go numb, then we know we've kind of hit that mark to where we should do that much each day and slowly increase the time. Another sign is numbness and tingling. Even if you feel any burning pain, those are all signs of nerve impingement, or just things aren't settling right, or you've been in it too long. So you just want to take it to the edge of that and then come back and slowly bring the arms together and then coming up slowly. Sometimes when we do slight inversions or chest openers like that, we get a little dizzy. And so we want to just take that time and that space before we get up and come to standing. But thank you for joining me. Hope you have a great day.